After 8 seasons of Game of Thrones, this is the best you can come up with. And now my watch has ended. Hey guys, this is Toothless Fan 2010 here, and I am here to review the final season for Game of Thrones. In Game of Thrones, Season 8, the army of the dead have come to invade Westeros, and it was about to be a season for the ages or a season of disappointment. I think the latter has won it, to be honest. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The last few weeks have been really... It hurt my heart to see such a fantastic show falling apart into pieces. Not because of the writers, I'm not blaming the writers, but because of the fans and subverting expectations. And considering how I was really excited for the last war after the Great War was done, I was hoping that it would return to its political roots. But, well, it was over. It's just nothing. It was just a disappointing season overall. But don't worry, I'm not gonna rant. I'm not gonna rant because I have never done an extreme rant before because I have never cursed in a video before. And that's my policy, to never make a curse, never have a slur or curse word in my reviews. So I don't know what to say. But let's get on with the review. Now, I'm not going to say that this season is all bad. There are a few positives that I like. The acting, for the most part, is pretty well received. From Tyrion Lannister, Peter Dinklage, Emilia Clarke as Daenerys Targaryen, mostly Kit Harington from Jon Snow, Lena Headey as Cersei Lannister, Nicholas Coster-Waldau as Jaime Lannister. I mean, the actors gave it their all. And the music is pretty solid. I still like Raymond. I forgot. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but I'm really looking forward to watching Westworld soon enough, because he's the same music composer as he did in Game of Thrones. So when Westworld trailer came out, I was like, oh, that would be something I would look forward to. And the first 2 episodes were all about build up to the Great Battle of Winterfell. And I was pretty excited what direction it was going to take. From the interactions to the White Walker build up, and all the hope that it will be an amazing final season. And the visuals were pretty amazing, for the most part. From the dragons, to the snow, to the battle cinematography, it was just crazy. I just love Daenerys' dragons, because they pretty much remind me of How to Train Your Dragon trilogy. Which I would like to mention the fact that the finale of How to Train Your Dragon is way better than Game of Thrones. I'm just saying. But unfortunately, this is where all my positive watch ends. The rest, not so good. The biggest issue with this season is its writing, which is David Benioff's and D.B. Weiss. After the climactic, climactic battle to the long night, I was hoping that the final 3 episodes would be somewhat exciting, but not much. Its writing has nothing to do with the books, since none of their source material was connected to George R. R. Martin's upcoming novels, Winds of Winter and A Dream of Spring. And that goes with the fan service as well. I'm pretty much jumping on the bandwagon here of how D&D must have been after all the controversy, I just have to accept the fact that they're not great writers for the show anymore. And the characters, many of them make dumb decisions, have nothing to do with their character arc, or have insult to the fan base and the audience everywhere. Like, I know you got Arya Stark, who got fame after back-to-back episodes. Sansa Stark, I'm not a big fan of her character arc, but I guess it's much better than that. But if you hear noise in the background, that's thunder and lightning. Knowing how everything is washed away by the writing. I guess I'm comparing the irony. Anyway, the characters have nothing to do with their character arc. Nothing too original, nothing. They're just wrong decisions. You have, like for example, you have Tyrion, who is just dumbfounded. You have Cersei Lannister, who is just looking at a castle, watching destruction unfolding before her eyes. And we have Jaime Lannister, who had gotten on with Brienne, spoilers, and left her. I think Jon Snow character arc was butchered, but I don't know, it doesn't make sense. Bran Stark, he's the Three-Eyed Raven. I don't know. It's just all over the place. And the biggest FU to Game of Thrones fans everywhere was Daenerys Targaryen. After 8 seasons of build-up, this is the character you really wanted to root for in the final season? After she was a hero gone mad? I don't mind the idea. I guess it could have handled better in terms of pacing. But the Mad Queen, I kind of like the idea. But the execution is pretty bad. And considering how the final season is 6 episodes, it just doesn't work for a 6-episode season. It could have been 10 episodes, that's fine. but it's just nothing. I forgot to mention that the light. I forgot to mention that the lighting in The Long Night is criticized for being too dark that I couldn't even see. And the first time I saw it in at the concert hall back in my college, I was enjoying the battle. But when it got to everybody was excited, but when it got to the end, I was excited at first. But when it comes to reviews being mixed, I just knew I was seeing the signs before my eyes. I just don't even care about it. And let's see if there's anything else negative I wanted to say about it. Hmm. Oh, yes, the ending. Yes. What can I say about the ending to the series? I hear some fans complains, and I feel that they were accurate and basically bored and disappointed by this series finale. And it was the final nail in the coffin for them. And unfortunately, I have to join them. Uh, and my father was right. This wasn't a good series finale at all. An example of a good series finale, Breaking Bad. And in my opinion, a great series finale, which I viewed over the past week, was Big Bang Theory. But why couldn't Game of Thrones? It's a genuine mystery. I don't even know why Game of Thrones final season failed in the final 4 episodes. I'm just done. Overall, guys, I was hoping that Game of Thrones season 8 would be a fitting conclusion to this once amazing drama series. It had all the opportunities to be a great season with some great characters, inspiring story, and a fitting conclusion for for a series that you held to for 8 seasons, or basically 10 years in some people's opinions. But they squander it all in such a tragic fashion that I can't believe I'm saying this, but it pulled a Dexter final season. That's what it is. It pulled a Dexter final season. I'm not lying, and probably the fans, audiences, probably the critics were gonna be right. It's not gonna be a series finale we are gonna remember ever. I'm just sorry. I'm just done. And that is why I'm going to give Game of Thrones Season 8 a 3 out of 10. As always, I'm not the overall opinion when it comes to Game of Thrones Season 8. What do you think of the final season? Did you enjoy it? Or did you find it to be boring and forgettable and find the writing too cluttered and convoluted, like me? Let me know in the comments section. And I have a question for you. What is the biggest TV disappointment that you've ever seen in your life? Comment below, let me know. And until then, this is Toothless Fan 2010. And I would like to say my watch is ended. And finally, peace out.